battle of war. This is the battle. It is a battle of the mind.
Mention the name Jehovah's Witnesses, and you get varied responses. Usually a picture springs to mind of two people knocking on your door at inconvenient times, warning you that the end of the world is near. Or perhaps you remember a story in the newspaper or on TV of Jehovah's Witnesses refusing blood transfusions. Who are these people? And where do they come from?
You're not going to be making me look like a fool anymore at the meeting.
Tell y'all how this thing started, man.
Can't believe you. It's always problems. What are we gonna do with you?
Maybe it's my fault for trusting my parents. They told me this is the truth. Everyone should hear it.
Son,
God's rebuilding the earth and he's making us work. And he's only chose us few and no other church. To forget about making friends. He hates this world and he needs you to sit up straight.
Hold your magazine up in the air. Jehovah? What kind of comment is that?
He's here to teach you to learn how to face the crowd.
Help him with a better
Open
comment.
up the songbook and sing out loud.
Sing.
Jehovah, he hates school, they salute the flag. You should contemplate baptism instead of this math. Cause if Jehovah created math, imagine what you can have.
Son.
I'm on a home study program, folding up tracks. 6 a.m. in front of Lucky's trying to warm my hands. I saw a student point and laugh as his bus just passed. I just prayed for God's wrath that his bus would crash. I used to wish death on those who didn't understand. I told my dad how I felt and he patted my back. He told me,
this is the world. Most people are trash.
unless they finally find the truth, so you have to keep at it.
Really proud
I
of
had a dream of Armageddon and I started to panic.
Look at
they
me.
said you need to dedicate to accept this ransom.
I mean, what other choice is there to make? Do you want to die in Armageddon?
So at 13 years old, swore an oath to the master.
Hey.
Called myself a sheep, never needed no answers. After all, look at my dad, he's well above average. I watched him talk to Sister Buckley and handle her matters. He kicked her husband out,
Get outta
told
here.
him never come back.
Just
He had
get
a doubt
out.
that 1914 was actual
It's
fact.
607 because of the 1,260
With the
days.
Watchtower dates that he quoted verbatim.
Have you thought about
with the
that?
paragraph stated how the scripture related.
Calendar is a fact because we know who made it.
There's a group of men in New York that are trying to save us.
Get it together,
That's my dad
man.
explaining the truth, simple and plain. What other organization you know does the same?
This is
All
Jehovah's
these
house.
translations that use God's name at the local needs, they keep reading these numbers.
Looks like
Then
there's
they
an
passed a
increase.
resolution to get the numbers to double. Let's try to reach deep. Jehovah, he loves
the
you.
numbers are
I seen a
getting
brother
bigger.
lose his job, too ashamed to come. I seen a brother who had money recommended in months. He's newly baptized on the body of brothers
Like him.
until he slept with the wife of one of those brothers.
He's a good
They just
guy,
quietly
though.
reproved him, gave him a cover. Then he switched his hall,
Just made a mistake.
changed his number. Then he was recommended again by the end of the summer.
I mean-
I'm an elder's son, so what does that mean? That means I heard all your problems coming home from the meeting. And after my mom's opinion, I think you'll be leaving. Cause my dad just agreed, then he called the committee. It's an emergency meeting over dry martinis. A recap of the game that they missed at meeting. From down the block, you can hear them shouting and screaming.
Golf tournament
Calling
is
people
on.
names, laughing and teasing.
What kind of gin is this? It just says
The
gin.
disciple making, the kingdom preaching,
Grab
the
the
fence
olives.
between. Which way are you leaning?
What are you gonna do?
So imagine a dictator, and how can you please him? You just
Look at
put
me.
your head down, try not speaking, and if he calls on your name, act like you agree. Cause
Get
if
that
you don't,
look
you
off
might
your face.
end up like.
What? I am the conductor. Don't make
You
me
might
look
end
like a
up
fool. I
like-
gotta stand up on that
okay.
podium after you comment.
It was
Okay.
late in the afternoon. I wanted something
Bored.
to do. My chores were done. Grab
so.
my board and run. I'll only be gone for a minute or two. Skating
Be back
down
in a
the
minute.
street and ooh, a pack of cigarettes. I wonder what that would do. I've always wanted to be cool. On my way, thinking where would be the
Wanted to
best
smoke one of
place. These don't want no one to see you, so I head to the back of the school. No one's around. Sit down, light up my first stick, take a hit, cough. What is this? My stomach is sick. My throat starts burning. My eyes start to itch. And then around the corner comes the newly baptized sister's kids. Oh, what is he doing? I'm telling on him. Just then, I caught a glimpse of my dad driving in, tires screeching. He jumped the curb. He's now on the lawn. I ran to the gate. He's all irate. He hops out and says, "Get in the car now! You stink! You smell like cigarette!" Try, you're not getting in my car like that. No, matter of fact, you know what? Better yet, let me get my phone. Where's my phone? You know what? Grab the spray. Grab the spray right there on the dash. You can't see it. It's right in your face. Ray, hello? Yeah. Get everybody together. Bring him to the house, man. Get over here quick. I don't even want to tell you guys what he did over the phone. This kid, it's driving me nuts. Me and Deb, we're pulling our hair out over here. I mean, I don't know what is going on with this kid. Where's he get? You know what? I'll tell you one thing. He's not going to public school anymore. Nope, lost that. Amy's private school for him. Oh yeah, yanking him out tonight. Deb's got him on the first charter to home study. And you know what? Not gonna be too much home study, gonna be a lot of Bible study. I'm now 15 on my day of awakening. They say it's so special, the heavens are opening. But I don't feel anything, nothing but pressure. Talking to myself like you've seen your dad's life as an elder. It only gets better with him as your protector. Quit being a second guesser, or should I say yes sir? Would that be right? Go from holding the mics to doing the sound to conducting the B school that's now in the background, to being that pioneer, getting my 100 in. Go from being a ministerial servant to now getting sworn in. Made my way cause my dad paved the way. Go from loving my life to hating it every day. Cause these people and their problems, they just don't go away. My phone just rang, it was sister complained. She says she has nothing, so I lie to her and say, you don't need anything, Jehovah is everything. Jehovah is everything.
Jehovah will take care of him. He'll get him. Hey, at least his wife is still active, and she is doing a great job. I heard that kid of his wants to get baptized.
Hey, are you forgetting something? Are you forgetting something? Get your Bible. How are you going to study without your Bible, huh? Use the highlighters. What don't you understand? Hey, it's simple. Anyone can get it. It's the truth. Man. Kid, are you even reading, or are you just reading the questions and then looking for the answer, huh? I expect to know about the study. You're gonna come back and give me a summary of today's study, okay? And we're gonna go over it, and we're gonna pick the 3 best questions for you to answer. No, don't put them in your own words.
At a certain point, every religion must explore its sacred past. What shards of history have survived? What is myth? What is symbol? Where does man end and God begin? And what is the shadow side?
Jehovah is very proud of you. Encourage you. Put in your bag. During those mics. Seems like us. Established.
We don't scream at each other in the spiritual paradise. And you know what we're talking about screaming? We're not talking about our nerves get shot and there's a little sharp burst of, hey, come on, I'm not going to stand here and say, if somebody banged my finger in the door, I'm not going to say, hey, that was great, did you do that again? So let's be realistic. We're talking about people that are supposed to love each other, be Christians, and you scream at each other.
What's up, Craig?
Hey, all right.
There ain't nothing to do. Let's shoot some hoops next door at Tanya's house.
Nobody's gonna know. Gotta do something.
Just a game of 21 amongst ourselves. Or a game of 3-on-3 if Dimitri and his brothers come along.
I hope they do, because you're not good.
Nothing was wrong, and then Mom came home. I seen the look on her face of disgrace, distaste, misplaced emotions, decisions, commotion.
Just a simple
And then
game.
she grabbed me and said, who are they? Who are we? Do you remember 1 Corinthians 15:33? It's bad association. They're dirty and filthy.
Really?
Now go clean up.
No, they're not. She's mean.
Hoping my next move is right. I'm always in trouble. I can't ever do something right. Trying to stay humble. You can't ever do what's right
Always on
amongst
my
those
back.
that make you stumble. 5 meetings a week.
Another
Got
meeting?
me ready to crumble. Let's get the books together. Where's the live forever? I was studying it earlier. Yes, now it doesn't matter. We're in the car. The hall isn't far. Your brother doesn't get it. He's always trying to associate with those forbidden. You guys gotta talk to me like I'm not right here. As I walk in,
Whatever.
start shaking hands, looking for the mics, trying to do the sound. People at the literature counter start to look around. For the ones that try to ask for this and that. She's always asking for more than what she needs. Another 50 pack. cause I just got rid of my last stack. Truth is, I put it in the school trash.
With a backpack too, it was tainted. I threw it away.
Man, I pray to Jehovah that the garbage man finds that.
Dude, that shit away. Hey, look at this. Found a Watchtower next to the garbage cans.
Oh, Mike, you better make sure that gets thrown in there.
And your children are here. You want to confuse
That's
them?
garbage.
You keep screaming at each other. They see you behaving nice at the Kingdom Hall, then you're home screaming at each other. Even leave an assembly like this, get home, before 60 minutes is on, you're screaming at each other.
And this brother's talk is dragging. I just had to get back to the back to get something to drink, cool and refreshing.
I gotta stand up.
I'm at the water fountain in the corner, just standing and stretching. I must have upset Brother Eddie, cause he got up and stood next to me.
Hey, brother.
I noticed Brother Perry just fell asleep. He's snoring, so I headed for the bathroom, just ignored him.
So God
Turn
knows
this
what's
volume
going
down.
on, and he's telling his people.
Someone's in one of the stalls holding on to the walls. The smell was so intense, it just made me squint. Just made me hurry up, pissed, wash my hands and split. I'm outside the bathroom and I don't want to sit. There's only 15 minutes left and I just need to spit. Stepped outside, inconspicuous, the metal door just slammed shut. Loud when it clicked.
So loud.
And now I got the attention of the parking lot attendants, having a conversation on the ramp that suddenly ended. They just stopped, looked at me, walked off grinning.
I'm trying to listen, but Sister Bowen's son keeps dropping his books and smacking his gums. Man, I'm walking outside.
Come on, man.
There's a click in the metal door that's loud when it slides. Oh, Cap's outside. What's up, man? And just then, two attendants walk up. They said, hey guys, isn't there a program we're missing? We just looked at each other like, man, look at this prison.
Oh, yeah.
Let's walk back in. This stupid metal door's got everyone's attention again. Standing next to the fountain, hounding me about my next talk's delivery, loud when he's whispering.
I can't stand that guy.
He can't wait to disfellowship me. Maybe I should give him a reason and make it easy.
Don't you got something to do?
I think about every meeting.
Get your Bible, man. This looks like we're looking at something. That guy never pays attention. He's always trying to tell us to pay attention.
Stand, sing, pray. Sit down.
Stand,
Really good.
sing,
Let's be
pray.
realistic.
Sit down.
Stand, sing,
These
pray.
repetitive movements
Sit down.
in
Stand,
day-to-day
sing, pray.
life.
Sit down.
Repetitious, pay attention, shut up and listen. One wrong mention of this discipline, and you're dead to your friends. You better get this message we've been trying to send. Jehovah has no room for disobedience in this congregation. I don't like that grin. Fix your face, young man, and tuck your shirt in. What's this new trend wearing everything thin? How many times do I have to talk to you? Next time we say to sing, you better stand. I want to hear you loud, you understand? Now shake my hand. I'll beat a kid. Don't think about it, just do as you're told. Never spare the rod. Disobedience forms hate and steals enthusiasm. Allows them to contemplate, fully dedicate. Subject them to read the questions.
Concentrate.
Remember what the Green Book states? To organize to accomplish our ministry. Page 88, the question you have to answer confirms your faith. Those memorial pamphlets, how many did you place? How big was that last contribution you gave? Hey, I seen that territory you worked last week. That was brave. Well, you know it's not once saved, always saved. You know that last special talk I gave the talk and I prayed. Have you ever stood on your feet next to the cart for 17 hours straight? Stood so long at the cart, they gave it my name. Now the example is set. They could try to do the same, but just remember, I've been to jail for Jehovah's name. And they can claim what they want, but they can never see what the slave sees in me. This is sacred service. What's wrong with you? I'm a sacred servant. I said servant.
That's right.
The Bible helps us to clearly see that the devil is a murderer, he's a liar, and truly
Say
the
what they
first
want.
apostate.
They'll never see. They know who I am. I'm a servant.
Always coming up trying to tell me what to do. You need to clean up your backyard before you try and you need to clean up your backyard before you try and come and clean up
How many
mine.
times do I have to talk to you about these clothes? I'll beat a kid. Yeah, don't contemplate, don't think about it. Just do as you're told. Do you remember? You remember page 88? You know what to do.
Stand, sing, pray. Sit down. Stand, sing, pray. Sit down. Stand, sing, pray, sit down. Stand, sing, pray, sit down.
Excuse me, brother. Just need to get around. Can I get around you? I just need to get around you. Can I get around you? Excuse me, brother. Excuse me. Can I get around you? Oh, my seat's right over there. Can I get around you? I just need to get by. I just need to get around you. I need to get by. Excuse me, brother. Can I get around you? Pardon me, I didn't mean to bother you. And sure, this building is crowded and the seats are uncomfortable, but then I think about the brothers back in World War II, and I feel like I'm one of them. These spiritual issues, you gotta cut Satan off before he gets in you. That's right. I won't talk to my mom as long as her disobedience continues. Scratch that dish off the menu. Okay, Mom, we miss you. Miss you, Mom. But may Jehovah be with you. I gave an impromptu number 4 talk on loyalty. Brother Overseer patted me on the back. He noticed me. Good job, brother. Then he told me that he seen my struggle. Thank you. Hey. She may be your mom, but she's Satan's tunnel. And as long as you stay strong, you can win your mom over, the publication showed us. That's right. Increase your field service time to help you focus. Remember Job? His family was garbage. Them? I do. But the truth of the matter, he was Satan's target. I mean, really? The new world is close. Run your hardest. Can you imagine your mom taking away God's promise? I hope not. Sometimes we win from counting our losses. I hear you, brother. Why, thank you, brother. I shook his hand and kept on walking. I find it intimidating, a man in the hall with that much knowledge. Excuse me, brother. Can I get around you? Just need to get around. I just need to get around you. Can I get around you? Can I get around you? Oh, can I get around you? Excuse me, brother. Excuse me. I just need to get around you. My seat's right over there. Can I get around you? I just need to get by. Can I get around you? Oh, I need to get by. Excuse me,
I just
brother.
need to get around you. Don't want to talk to you. Tired of the hypocrisy, it's killing me. Missing my love for the meetings. It's hard being the lead of my family when you speak down to me. And they just gave a talk about missing meetings. Felt like it was pointed right at me. I mean, the brother in his delivery, he kept looking right at me. What is that about? Me? My mouth just dropped when he stopped and pointed right at me from the podium. What? Felt like a sister the way my stomach dropped. Do I need Imodium? I mean, I thought I was close to him. Just had his family over last weekend for hospitality. Is this a speech on humility? They're all looking at me. And my wife, she doesn't believe. I grieve over that daily. Please don't judge me. Now I know how Sister Stacy feels. They say she has a problem with pills. I don't know your husband, but I know you. Hope Jehovah sees my hard work. If not, I'm gonna be killed. The truth is unfiltered and far from distilled. And after today's meeting, I'm going out in the field. Now that builds character. How dare you speak about my hard works and display of faith? We all chase the common goal. Excuse me, paradise on earth forever. Now that's clever. Hold my head high and chase those endeavors. Things will get better. I hope they talk to these kids soon. Hey, I'll see you out there.
Can I get around you? I just need to get around right over there. Can I get around you? Can I get around you? Excuse me, brother. God gave us wisdom, his spiritual light. About 30 current books and a brand new website. That's right. I'm at a bus stop with a homeless woman. Here, ma'am. I asked if she could get online. What? She told me she couldn't. You can't get online? Well, Jesus said dust your feet off and keep on moving. I gotta go. And if you can't get online by now, you stupid. You don't have an iPad? She told me she was offended, then I begged for her forgiveness. Look, wait, ma'am. The world is ending. Okay? And I can see you're in need of a hope, something worth living. Look, here's a magazine of one of our assemblies. Isn't this beautiful? You see the black brother talking? He Skyped in from Chile. He's announcing a newly released MP3. Okay. Isn't that amazing? And that release was for the blind, those in need. People like yourself. Really? Here's something to read. There you go. Okay. Now there's a cost of printing, but I don't want your money. God just wants your time. It won't cost you a penny. It won't cost you anything. Gave us this. It's free. He loves you. Excuse me, brother. Can I get around you? I just need to get around you. Can I get around you? Can I get around you? Oh, can I get around you? Excuse me. I just need to get around you. My seat's right over there. Can I get around you? I just need to get by. Can I get around
pay
you?
attention.
Excuse me, brother.
That's Sister's kids right there. They're on their way to being disfellowshipped. Man. Hey, that brother right there, man, he has got it. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. That kid right there, he's going to be holding the mics, ministerial servant, and then soon to be following my lead to being somebody. think they let him back in a little too soon. A little too soon.
Think you've been away.
How many times did they meet with him? I think they let him back in a little too soon.
And they read my name and no one clapped. He gotta prove we can let him back.
Let him back in now.
Brother Perry just leaned over, patted my back, rubbed my shoulders, then whispered in my ear, "Can you be my householder? Do you mind? The demonstration is the focus on the website. Just hold it up, face the crowd, and tell them you like it.
It's real easy.
Then I'll show you an app on an Apple tablet. Just press the icon, then wait for the clap.
Wait for it?
After the meeting, I'm so nervous. Sister Brooklyn just approached me and asked me out for a date.
A date where?
A date and field service, but
Really?
But she just looking like she wanna be purchased. Mirror, mirror, please listen to my sermon. Please help me rehearse for Saturday service, and I promise that I promise that I'll stay determined. It's Saturday morning, I'm fully studied up.
Yep.
Hey, Sister Brooklyn, I enjoyed your comment. I find you, oh my God, I find you so encouraging. And all this field service time we're earning is a win-win situation as we stand out front holding these publications.
Oh, this is nice.
Then I made an endo comment about the arrangement. Hey, by the way, what's with all the new changes? Does Jehovah really change his thinking? Or is that Satan just making his organization look shady?
Sister Brooklyn just gave a look like I'm crazy. Oh, what? Did I say something? No, well, I don't mean it like that. What I mean is, you know, isn't the end coming?
What are they gonna think of me? It's been so long. As I open the door, palms sweaty, asking myself, am I ready? And then she sees me, feeling nervous because my mind is empty and blank. Who is that? Then she asked, do you remember me?
No, I don't.
We used to work out in service together weekly. Really? You used to dress sharply. You sure are looking healthy. Is she getting at me? Thank you. Oh, where's your wife? She didn't make it tonight? Yeah. She won't make it to the end. But you'll be alright. What? Flashbacks to me sitting in the car, palms sweaty, head feeling tight. I just smoked a whole joint in my car so my nerves are right. They say it's a conscience matter, according to Brother Ken. He told me, don't worry, friend, look at us. The whole body's on Vicodin. What? All of us elders share the same prescription. Horrible. Tried to take my seat, but I'm way too antsy. I stayed standing through the theocratic ministry. The brothers told me I should wear long sleeves because my tattoos make me look crazy. Really? They keep counseling me about shaving. I didn't have time. And a brother just approached me and said, hey, I noticed you're not studying. No. And your Watchtower looks empty. The fluorescent highlights are missing. And I noticed there's no notes for scriptures. Did you look up any? I tried. Because in today's lesson there's plenty. God, I can smell it on his breath. He's been drinking. You've been drinking? Because today there was a mid-afternoon elders meeting. Oh man, I forgot to cut my hair again. That's okay. They already let me back in. And one thing I'll never let them do is disfellowship me again. As long as I don't give them a reason, and as long as they don't know which power I believe in. I got a cousin who passed, and I still hear him speaking. You, cousin. So one thing we won't agree on is what happens when we're leaving. That's right. Because to be honest with you, I still see him. So when you see me, you're not seeing your belief system.
I know you're reading that scripture wrong.
You know, all of our other friends are saying that, he got reinstated because of his father. I mean, you know, his dad's the PO. His dad's the presiding overseer of the congregation, and it took my son 2 years. And he had to submit a letter 4 times, and they denied him 3. Finally, on the 4th, they let him in. And here comes in his kid. I mean, everybody knows what he did to get disfellowshipped. I just don't think they made the right decision letting him back in this soon. I think they let him back in a little too soon. A little too soon.
Gentlemen, I wouldn't trust this overgrown pile of microchips any further than I could throw it.
All right, here we go.
That we play. This is Wargames.
I remember my cousin Russ, caught by brother Gus, riding the bus, talking loud, smoking cigarettes, using words that cuss. I used to trust him. In the blink of an eye, he's snitching, talking bad about me to anyone that'll listen. Now the whole congregation is laughing at me, dissing. I'm a lapis-stock who's been disfellowshipped for 10. I heard he married a worldly woman. Not to mention my kids that are 7, 13, and 5. They don't know their grandparents are alive. If I go back to him, I'll survive. Should I give it one last try? Why do we only live one time and die? Plagued with this life and Jehovah's lie, reflecting on my childhood and starting to cry. Digging up feelings from the past on who I hurt, it's not a simple task. Remove this mask, picking up, shoveling some dirt. Reflections of my past, cast a stone into a glass house.
This is Wargames.
Emotions running wild, thinking about me and my parents as a child, then looking at my kids and wondering how we got here. I know the answer is fear, so let me make one thing clear. That fear steered me in a different direction. Protecting myself against these predators taught me one lesson, that if it doesn't make sense, always ask questions. So when that depression kicks in and you start reflecting, remember that life's lesson, and that you leaving is a blessing and a curse. It just ends with your family body bag, toe tagged, and hauled away in that hearse. I know it hurts, we know it hurts a bit, but this new life makes it all worth it. Don't let them plant that seed of doubt again, get rid of it. Send it back to Warwick.
This is
And I just got off a phone call that got me upset. It was Jehovah letting me know that I haven't been showing. Nice of him using my dad to give me his cold shoulder, convincing my mom to keep me at the door. Made me a stranger, I don't even know her. So now I'm facing this world practically orphaned. Hello, my name's Jehovah, just tore out my organs. You have to excuse me, trying to keep composure. Now I need the friends like I need to get sober. Oh, that's just me grieving, the system is over. I'm at the grocery store, ran into Brother Grover. The look on his face was disgust and hate. He just left his cart and didn't even pay. He grabbed his wife by the arm, told her look away. Now the scarlet letter feels more like an eraser. Cause that same couple, they knew me since grade school. That's okay, it's cool, I know there's an issue. There's just no accepting those who don't think like you.
And it makes me sick, knowing that my mom sits and thinks about one of her kids and feels she can't talk to him because of what her so-called friends may think about him. So I get angry and start to send her a text message. Maybe not the best thing to do, but I hate that I can't tell you how much I love you and so much more, and how our lives have been so different if Dad would have just closed that door when they knocked on it. And doggone it, I get so upset when I reflect on the past, but our past is the present hell that we dwell on. Whatever happened to forgive and forget, picking up and moving on, loving me for who I am, so on and so on, then so be it. You don't get who I am, well I don't get how you don't see it and still listen to them with their Trinitrons, megachurches, and televangelism. Congratulations, they just became the Vatican. Pinky rings, secret rooms, and child molestation. Is it the truth? Did that kid just tell the truth? Is that why you're being sued? Don't worry, I'm sure it's just a fluke. Jehovah will take care of that lawsuit. Or oops, wait, now he's taking on groups.
An inquiry underway in Sydney, Australia has uncovered disturbing information about child abuse within the Jehovah's Witnesses. Church representatives revealed that more than 1,000 members have been identified as child sexual abusers since 1950.
It hasn't learned. Is Arnold going to make it play itself?
Yes, number of players 0.
Store holding a cup. You better listen to what I say. You probably know it all anyway, but listen to your mama. They'll probably want to touch you. They'll probably want to touch you here. They'll They probably want to squeeze you here. And it can feel good too. Just tell them not to do it too hard, but you have to do what they say. And then they might want to taste you, and they might want to lick you, and that's okay too. That feels good. But you know, they might want you to taste them. And you can get used to that. Oh God. I want you to wear these earrings. These nice earrings that were given to you by Pastor John. He said you'd be so grown up. Well, these are hot, Carla. And I love you, and don't make me hurt you anymore. 10 minutes. 10 minutes!
I'm sorry. Sorry, I never mounted.
Don't call on him when he raises his
wanted
hand,
me to
okay?
be.
He lost all of his commenting privileges.
All the time make you look
Yeah.
bad. I'm sorry that I didn't amount to. Guess you hold me accountable for not being your golden, or maybe making you look bad amongst your friends because I didn't fit in. A disgrace to the family for always questioning. Blasphemous deception.
When he gets up out of his seat to go to the bathroom, follow him. He's back there playing around.
No outlook or perception. All I knew was rebellion and asking questions and always testing your knowledge. What do they mean by that?
Give your mom a break, man. Do something right, okay?
That was never enough. Off the cuffs, call the bluff of the society. Question the hierarchy, a monarch, mind control. Distance in the parallel that grew. Few understand the reasoning behind believing. I have no problem
Do you know
leaving.
what it means to believe? I don't have any problem leaving this behind.
Hey, get to your seats. Huh? What do you think this is? This isn't playtime.
It's the
This
family
is Jehovah's
involved that's
time.
appalled, not realizing they've evolved. They're the reason why these walls drop, crying, trying to understand their reasoning, seasoning the fruits of the knowledge so it tastes better. You can't season fruit from the forbidden tree that matters. That's what forms cancer. You're dealing with a mind that matters. His corruption can cause disaster. He's a bastard and outcaster.
Hey, call him in the back room.
And I can't stand going to the meeting.
Yeah, hurry up. There goes his chance of holding the mics.
With a faster mind than these elders, we need to call in a committee before he shakes our city. He's acting fast, moving swiftly. An apostate they relate to. His words disturb the sisters.
What do they mean by that?
This situation's getting shaky and shaky. Please, brothers, move quickly. He's killing our ministry and the kids love him.
That's just
They
stupid.
say he's making history. Please move quickly. This is blasphemy, a tragedy.
Oh, get that guy out of here. He's
Get
apostate.
outta here. Just get out. This is Jehovah's house.
It's 9:15 and I'm still shaking hands. If my contribution could talk, it would probably laugh. I just dropped in 2 coins, the last that I had. They said Jehovah's always broke and he needs you to act. He may have made life, but he can't make cash. This is Satan's world, these are Satan's tools. Jehovah, he needs those tools to play by the rules. He made a bad investment in a Warwick gun site, a sacrifice the friends made dedicating their lives. Sister single, she looked sick, she laid the cement. And now she just got informed that she can't have kids. Now she's the model used when it comes to endurance. She'll die like Jesus, loyally serving. She just joined back with the crew to keep proving she's worthy. Anthony Morris, alert, lights, camera, action. He's drunk on stage and everyone's laughing. They say Brother Morris is blunt, he speaks so candid. Meanwhile, he slurs his words, he's getting distracted. He's drifting off topic, he's talking to spandex and how homosexual men gave us these trends. And the bottom line is this, he just gave his opinion. So hey, thanks Aunt Mo, you just taught us submission.
Hey, tell me you're taping the game. Tell me you're taping the game. Who's taping the game? Because, hey, I hope Ralph's taping the game. Because, we're not... His kids? No. You know the way it goes. I mean, nobody wants his kids at their house. We love that elder, but we love him at his house. You know what I mean? Don't bring those kids over here. No. We're gonna tell Ralph to do hospitality at his house. We'll all sing and do Michael Jackson videos and stuff. You know what I mean? This kid is listening to Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson. He keeps listening to Thriller and Beat It, okay? Now, here's the thing. That guy is spiritism and witchcraft. And he, did you know he's disfellowshipped? He's disfellowshipped. Did you know that? Huh? Oh, and that's somebody you want to be recognized with, huh? Oh, let's just let our kids put their headphones on and subject themselves to Michael the Serpent, who is disfellowshipped and a backslider.
he is a known backslider. So when you let your kids listen to him, you are letting them backslide. What they need to be listening to is Prince. Now that guy, I bet you, I can see him in the organization. I can see that guy. I mean, he is a model student for the service. I'll tell you that. Now Prince has studied. He's been out in field service, and he's been to the assemblies. Hey, that is a good guy. I'll tell you, he has performed for the Friends. He has done acts. I mean, that's a good guy right there. That's the new model student. I listen to Prince, all right? Hey, I listen to Prince. I got him in my, hey, Prince, I listen to Prince. I got him in the car right now. Hey, we were listening to Purple Rain on the way to the assembly today. I mean, hey, Prince, that guy, I'll tell you what, and he's got a good look too. I'll tell you. Yeah, it's a good looking guy. Hey, now that is a stand-up brother right there.
God, can you hear me? I don't think
See, you
can.
think you're praying to the man in the sky. You think you're praying to this God in the sky. But you're really just praying to these men.
It's like Jehovah is the God of a Molotov cocktail. Tossed in the crowd, the Lord of social blackmail. Meat is more like hell, but we can't say hell. 2 hours of repetition turn the mind to jail. Jam, jelly, I tried to talk to my relly. He just gave me the palm like don't talk, it's wrong. He just sits in the back, leaves after the song. And his mom never calls and his dad's an elder. They must be the example of a life that's stellar. Beyond reproach, your local pope. Your local kingdom halls controlled by the Pope. Dear Jehovah, can you hear me? You look extremist. You taught me to hate the world, show people I mean it. They got me knocking on doors like the choice is yours. God's talking to men who live in New York. Then I really sit and wonder why they slam their door. Call it a trap. It's like Jehovah is the God of a Molotov cocktail. Tossed in the crowd, the Lord of social blackmail. Dear God, can you hear me?
Dear man in the sky, I think it's time I stop by. It's been a while since the last time that I said hi. Middle finger at the sky, here's to the last 10 years. They've been fooled for a long time. And by the way, don't even try to correct my life. I'm doing fine in hell. The apostates, my new best friends, we're doing well. Come on, found a new light, figured you out, so do you, we right. This letter of appreciation to the congregation. Thanks for the push, it gave me direction. Fueled by hate and aggression. Oppression helped me to see things you told me. And how just a simple belief could steal my family. But what don't kill you on the inside will make you stronger on the out. And by the way, thanks for killing everything on the inside. Cause now I can show you what I'm really about. Cause when you take everything from a man and leave him with nothing, that third eye gets moving. He's looking for something, his brain does a crazy thing. Starts eliminating old thoughts, making room for change. Hey, we got the new light, watch out. The truth is getting strange. Don't worry about things, he'll take care of you. It's okay to shun your loved ones, it builds character. See? Character and charisma. Your parents, your loved ones, all of them. I need that back.
Dear God, can you hear me? It's like Jehovah is the God of a Molotov cocktail. Tossed in the crowd, the Lord of social blackmail. Dear God, can you hear me? You had me thinking what I was saying was really important by forcing an opinion down somebody's throat. Now imagine growing up, and that's all you know. Trapped in the Garden of Eden, a gullible soul, where you never ask a question, you just do what you're told. Ask me how I woke up, I say that it's gold. I seen a serpent on a broadcast flashing his gold. Yeah, I helped pay for that ring, may you live like a king. By the way, I'm starving out here, I barely eat. I cut back on my job to increase the preaching. That's the advice from the meeting we held on the weekend.
Yeah, I'm doing good out here. Thanks for the scraps.
It's all the money we're giving you, we actually need it. Dear God, we need the miracle you did in Egypt. Part the Red Sea, make it all free. Or maybe just invent a money printing machine. Cause plenty of people suffer to make ends meet. It completely defeats the purpose, the magazine's free. And if the magazines are online, what else do you need? What else do you need? Dear God, can you hear me? Call it a trap. It's like Jehovah is the god of a Molotov cocktail, tossed in the crowd, the lord of social blackmail. Dear God, can you hear me? Dear God, can you hear me? Dear God, dear God. I don't think that you can. I don't think you can.
Come back to me. They're all going away. They're all going away.
Please don't go away.
They're all going away.
Please don't go away.
They're all going away.
Please don't go away.
Come back to me.
Please don't go away.
They're all going away.
Please don't go away.
Sold them on a false god prophet one day, then woke up and left the next day. Told them they were all gonna die at the end. It's not my fault that they didn't listen. Tearing up families and killing kids never hurt my conscience. Given the chance, I'll do it again. Given this world and knowing its end, I only got him, my one true friend. The rest of them, you're not my friends. I'll see you in the end. You're all gonna die. You're just mere men. Who are you kidding? Time was lacking, not enough given. Not sticking to the truth. Satan got his hooks in your backside, necktie stuck in a noose. Gave it the best name, called it the truth. Giving new literature as proof. 4 walls, no windows, a roof. We want your full attention, not to mention no ascension to the top. This life won't stop here on earth. You're given what you've been given since birth. With a couple of perks for the rest of your life, you gotta work.
It's a black and white book, so we call it gray. You can see paradise lit today. Jehovah, he's here, he's a mental state. I spoke soft in a low tone, reading on stage. The whole audience doesn't know I'm just trying to get paid. Reverse psychology, they call me a slave. I ought to be useful, you can shift the blame. You can blame us, we make mistakes. You can read it in a pyramid, plain as day. But who can pronounce this sacred name? So whoever that was, he's been replaced. His name's Jehovah, let's get it straight. Imitate Jesus, see Jesus slain. Nailed to a stake, upholding his name. When he opened up his mouth, he knew what to say. He never talked to cops when it came to faith.
Come back to me.
Please don't go away.
They're all going away. Isn't it great? Stuck with the people that you hate. This new life and what it's worth. Who you had to kill, who you had to hurt. Shoveling some dirt, staying covert in this life. My wife didn't make it. Always in the hallways pacing. Cause it was always your way or I'm facing death in this life that I'm living. Only wanted one thing, live forever. I'm thinking that's clever. My God, endeavor, endured, restored my hope, restored my faith, learned my place, gave me something to chase. Slipping back, slide, never slacking. Never went to college, knowledge I was stacking. Learned something, still smarter than the average graduate. Any part of the world, wasn't having it. Didn't follow a trend to try and fit in. Just followed the slave and loved it. There you go.
Just keep your mouth closed and go away. You can have hope, a scapegoat. You can twist up a magazine and form a rope. If I could get half of me to show some gold. Remember, I'm a slave. Hey, thanks for the chain. Jehovah, he takes your check, reads your name. He stores it in a brain on a big computer. It's the judge, the jury, the prosecutor.
Come back to me.
Please don't go away.
They're all going away. They're all going away. You know what? Hey, he can come up. Hey, you know what? Hey, babe, you want to go ask him if he wants to come over for dinner? Because we need to counsel him. And glad you made it.
Oh, lucky me, look, I'm not anointed. I'm something like a reject from heaven, not allowed to ask questions. I just highlighted a paragraph. The Sunday lesson, it's on Exodus 3:14. Oh, look what Jehovah's now becoming. I heard in Warwick they're living in luxury. They just asked me to donate to some fence they're building, where the whole goal is to keep out Christians. Oh, I mean Christendom, but the new security cameras got me suspicious. Cause really, I think Brother Eddie's just checking out sisters. The circuit overseer's here, he's like a celebrity, but he's too glued to the screen, not looking at anybody. He's just taking selfies with most of the kids. Then he autographed the Bible for one of the friends. Then two of the friends, then fought for the pen. This must be God's original first religion. Cause there's a Mosaic law passed down to the children. You just need to show up, come sit in the building. Oh, you don't know that? Jesus Christ came back, just made it convenient. Cause he set up a new app on Roku TV. And the new light is this, Jesus in 3D. Now grab your popcorn, attend the assembly.
They never make it. They're so inactive.
Hey, at least he made it to the assembly.
Well, at least they made the assembly, right? I mean, the one day. The one day assembly.
Now I remember Revelation, the 20th chapter, verse 5. The rest of the dead did not come to life until the 1,000 years were ended, the first resurrection. Now how did that happen? Here on earth, or was it birthed in heaven? Is there 3 heavens or is there 7? I think that's a good question. Or is that off topic from today's lesson? Better watch them or they'll change direction. Start reading from that Silver Surfer with encrypted scriptures that change throughout the literature. It'll throw you off kilter, the truth without filter. You like your dump site? I was the contracted builder. That toxic waste plant with plutonium on your hands. It'll make you light up like a power plant. They're swimming in sync, holding hands. Call it Rancho Seco land. Oh, that sister's sick again? You mean the one that helped us pour the cement? Well, she had health issues to begin with. She didn't catch it from Warwick. Plus, she must not be that sick. I just saw her last week at worship. Don't worry about her. She's not that important. I mean, we set them up for failure from the beginning. They were just too stupid to figure it out. Look at them now. Yeah. I'm glad my wife didn't make it. Hey, just think about this. Your wife didn't make it. Now you get something new. And you don't have to feel bad about it.
I keep pretending at night that I'm talking to Caleb. He keeps saying that his dad doesn't have much patience. He's always on restrictions and getting a spanking. He keeps making him go to meetings when he'd rather be playing. So much he thinks Jehovah might be Satan. Cause how could God hate most things he creates? Call a man wicked for making mistakes. Destroy a whole population for not taking the faith. And basically predicting the future, not calling it fate. Then he said the Revelation book might be fake. Man, I said, Caleb, you better watch your tone. Cause if your pops was here and he heard you, he'd probably hurt you. Grab an extension cord and steal some virtues. Won't you hang yourself around Jupiter? Won't you hang yourself around?
I'm in a place where there is no commitment. Family has no meaning. Screaming death to your existence. Show your grace in the face of his imaginary presence. And pledge allegiance to the nation patiently awaiting his arrival. After all, it's just a windfall written in their Bible. Or will they fail in the tale of the ultimate rival? The loss predicted of a giant, never compliant of his idol. Or will he win, changing the end? Finally, creating doubt amongst the friends. Rewriting your letter to Putin. Hoping he bends, lifting the ban on his restrictions. Hey, I wonder if the governing body wrote him. I heard he got the new literature and started studying. Really? I heard different. Well, that's irrelevant. Hey, in your letter, what'd you mention? Well, I said, hey, Putin, I hope this gets your attention. You need to let go of my friends. Signed, sincerely yours, Brother Timms. I said, hey, look here, Putin. In the end, God's gonna destroy all of you political flunkies, and he's gonna have a one-world government under him. I tell him like I tell my wife. I say, hey, get back in line right now. Don't make me. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Russia's collecting the identities of Jehovah's Witnesses following a Supreme Court decision, again, to uphold a ban on the religious organization, a spokesman for the faith said Tuesday. Backing a charge from Russia's Justice Ministry that Jehovah's Witnesses' activities put it in the violation of the country's anti-extremism law.
Okay, that's really good. I'll see you on the inside. I'm glad you came back, brother. That's really good. Okay, I'll see you on the inside. Okay. All right. Okay, bye. Gosh.
Dude, are you still getting phone calls?
Dude, he just called me out of nowhere, wanted to see if I was coming to the memorial, talking about he just came back.
No.
Yes, man.
Well, are you gonna tell him you're happy for him?
He's gung ho. He's gung
You think he'll be
fucking
happy
ho.
after tonight?
I think he'll be really happy to see us, man.
Well,
wait till he finds out I'm anointed. Oh shit.
Oh man, then he'll really want to get to know us, huh?
There's a voice in the wind and it's saying, come to life. I hear the four winds as they whisper, come to life. I'm standing on my feet as I begin to breathe, As I look around, I see others like me come to life. Military. A multitude, vast upon you. I smoked a joint before I walked in. I want to warmly welcome you all back to the memorial of Tony Balkian. Calling all vast apostate soldiers all to fall in. It's a black sundown on a Wednesday night. This is more of an internal fight, nothing personal, cause if I was truly on some fuck Jehovah, you would surely know. I'm talking to Shirley so-and-so, sitting in the second row, and it just sounds like the chick's devout as she sits alone, and it's so heartfelt. She just sold her soul to someone she doesn't know. She just does what she's told. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm trying to celebrate Jesus' passing. I seen the wine and crackers and it reminded me of his passion. You know the compassion Jesus actually shared with his faction. Are these your seats? Then the brother made an announcement. He said, take your seats. I just grabbed my Bible. Then I clenched my teeth. Go sit down. Then I gave the look to Blacksheep like it's time to eat.
Oh, those crackers look good. The vast apostate.
Might get some of that wine too. Might get some of that wine.
Oh, most definitely. Thinking back now, I'm glad I killed that pint of Hennessy. Sitting in the parking lot watching YouTube videos of Tony. We all know what happened last time. You're a legend, Prime. But now it's my time. I'ma do this. I don't know how much more I can take listening to this Judas. Watching these attendants surround the table like vultures. The anticipation is killing me. So much I stand and take a seat closer to the sister next to me. I think she's a new study. She's staring at me awkwardly.
Hey, stop looking
Heart
at
racing,
that, sister.
palms sweaty. Cat, you ready?
Poor sister.
Then they pass the plate next to me as I put my head in my hands to let it pass me up. Cap says,
dude, what's up?
Hold up, I want to partake from the cup.
Don't
Oh, that's
fuck
one
this
thing
up.
I won't fuck up. I've been waiting for a long time. They made me who I am. The outcast, black sheep of them.
And Black just passed me the
right.
plate.
Watch
Heaven
this.
help me, I just snatched up a cracker and partook. And the sister next to me's looking like she just got offended. Oh, what a coincidence, and her husband just stood up. Must have been an attendant. Oh, here, you can have the plate. I surrender it.
You can have this.
And the man snatched it up so
There you
fast
go.
he almost spilt it.
Oh.
And now they're praying over the wine.
Black, showtime.
Black, wake up.
Damn, I'm faded. How much longer is this brother gonna be praying? Nobody's listening. And little Jimmy's staring around with his eyes open. I don't blame him. Damn, this is boring. The guy behind me is snoring. He only came to make his wife feel important. Amen. Well, amen. Smack my heads together. Let's get it cracking. Let's get this show on the road. My heart ready to explode, but still locked in, focused. I'm in the zone. Kept trying to whisper, man, leave me alone. Meanwhile, I'm so dialed, I didn't realize the glasses being passed down my aisle. Grabbed my glasses, smiled. That's when I stood up, turned around, and said, first of all, I'd like to thank all of you. What are you doing? For the invitation.
Oh.
This isn't about me. It's about you. Because me, I'm free. You see, I'm free. And you can be free just like me.
Hey, man, you don't. Hey.
If you choose to follow me.
You don't have to grab my arm.
See,
I'll leave
this
you.
is
I'll
for the
leave willingly,
vast
all right?
apostate.
Yeah, whatever. All right, man.
Army.
All right.
The vast apostate army.
Okay.
So those of you who choose to be free, stand up and follow me.
Hey, drink up.
Now let's partake.
They got more. It's on the table.
I see you, sister. Drink
Remember, we'll be back every year.
There's more.
You just won't know where we're coming or where we'll be.
I want to partake from the cup.
We'll be back every year. Get off me, man. Get off.
I'd like to thank you all for the invitation.
You ain't gotta push up on me. I'll stay where I want.
Because I am
We'll be
dedicated
back every year. Trust and believe that.
to every year reminding you that I am free.
I promise you, we will get
And
the
asking
invite,
you,
and we will accept
are you
the
free?
invite, and we will be back every year to stand up. The vast apostate army.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for allowing us to stand up.
We're too big to fail. We have become too big to fail.
Hear the rattling bones and the crying out of stones. It's time to atone and fear what you've not known. This vast army before me shall do my bidding. As you pass the cup of my blood, you deny my love, and pass the bread. In your transgressions, you were dead. My sacrifice was so that you might not die, but have everlasting life. And once again, I am denied. You've reached the end of your time.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
You don't have to watch. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Hey, you gonna remember me. You gonna remember me. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Hey, man, I told you. Man, whatever, man. Go back inside. Go back inside. Yeah. Vast apostate. Hey, everybody say goodbye to the bad guy. Huh? Everybody say goodbye.
Black, you didn't just do that. You did not just do that. Oh my God. Did you see the look on that lady's face that was sitting next to me?
Man, I don't know how many. I don't know. I kind of blacked out when I did it, man.
Oh my God. Did you stand and grab you, man?
No, man. Bro, I was in the zone.
The look on his face, bro. The look on his face.
I know. I ain't even gonna
kill you, man.
Dude, I think my dad almost had an aneurysm in his seat, man. Hey, hey, you think they'll remember us? Let's go, man. Mute them. No, I feel good with this.
know not what they do.
This one's called Gather the Wounded.
Shit. Forgive me for what I will do.
From my Apostate.
Let's take the van. Let's take the van.
It's just for Apostate.
Out to Warwick.
I just bought a ticket to Warwick. Since my paradise was lost, let's talk about the cost. Shit. Raised from birth, bred from the fly, forced to work.
You were forced to work?
Forced to wear a tie, tuck in my shirt. Jehovah might kill you on how you making him look. You can't call yourself a Christian not wearing a suit. A black leather book bag, a nice pair of shoes. A four-door car that can fit the group. No one discusses material outside of these meetings, cause we're all trying to understand what the hell we're reading. No matter what we read, we just keep leaning. Ignore the sheep screaming, remain obedient. Give your pain to Jehovah, let him know you achieved it.
Tell him how we feel, man.
I'm on my way to Warwick. Packed up a suitcase through my books and storage.
Come on, get in.
Bought a bus ticket all aboard the warship. The lost that lay dormant, the prodigal children. I have returned now, wanting the building. Cause we've had that talk, we examined the doctrine. And all these elders are soft, they won't dive in. They're just robots programmed to circle and spin. They say stick to the source, so let's talk to them. I'm on the next thing to Warwick, let's have that board meeting. There's a million people hurt behind these teachings. And there's people like me who were born believing. I am your son, born from a lie. Taught to deceive, yeah, it's part of my greeting. Hello, my name is the truth you get from these meetings. And now I need a donation for the cost of printing. Please take these magazines, God is always listening. Please, God is always listening. Where you might catch a beating for getting these scriptures. For falling asleep, not paying attention. It's the God of discipline, lifelong restrictions. Limit your friendships to those in the building. I had an uncle who died alone, most thought he's a villain. Turns out he was clean, he just wasn't a witness. His own mother kicked him out, yeah, he's one of your victims. Your advice was separation is good for children. So those children grew up, they all grew distant. And it's taught me not to talk, just handle my business. Keep a record of mistakes, it's never forgiveness. Then keep recalling that list, remember the mission. I'm on a bus with a duffel bag headed to prison. But before that it's Warwick, expect the visit. I just prayed to Jehovah, told him try and stop me. He replied he doesn't know you, he doesn't own property. And he doesn't make cartoons or corporate policy. Then he banged on the table, told me finish the prophecy. This is Armageddon, it's a false religion. There's a beast about to eat, yeah, take your riches. And I don't want your Rolex, don't want your business. I was taught to see a dream, believe in your wishes. So I wish your corporation never existed. Some disaster befall you, see I couldn't just call you. Gather the wounded.
Damn, right now, bro. Come on, yo, express train. I gotta go let them know who it is. I'm done with this, man. Come on, let's go. You know what? This is how I'm feeling, bro. Now, first off, feeling like a Molotov is going off around me. You were the ones that taught me blood is thicker than water and nothing comes between family. But a team, things are rapidly dismantling that theory. I can't change the past, it's history. But I can share with you the hurt, discomfort, and pain in my story. Let it lift you up. Partake from the cup, stand up in the building and scream at the ceiling. Let them know how you're feeling, let them know how you're dealing. 3,000 to Graceland, or 1,000 to a wasteland in New York City. So grab what you have, load up a book bag and get ready. All aboard the express trains with a head change, a new way of thinking. Hello, my name is Hope, I see the end of you soon. That's my new greeting to the governing. These 4 men that don't attend, but still control through meetings. And it's so sad to see them still believing. I'm so glad to see you all leaving. Get out while you can and understand it's not easy receiving this message, but my guess is they'll die believing in a mystery that has a history aligned to its people. They're trying my patience, and when the pain gets unbearable, just keep on trucking. They're good for nothing, they'll never be accountable. The message is obtainable. I want this board meeting with these men at the table. Tell them how we feel, man. Do what it takes. There's no time for friendship, funniness, and handshakes. It's all business on this bus trip. I just lost grandparents to this. That's 4 generations of screwed up kids. Now I'm coming home to tie up loose ends. Armageddon is close, it's right down the road. It's what you foretold, but never see to know. But my ticket shows 4, so now you know. I'll be the one in plain clothes, your son is home. Walking around giving orders like hit the floor, let the prisoners go. And open the doors, stop the press, we're in a time of war. Exit the building, cause we're burning a whore. Her water is dried up, she can't birth no more. And her children are now home to even the score.
Yeah.
Gather the wounded. We are home now. Huh? You, hey man, hey, thank you for your good work. Thank you for your hard work, brother. Hey, well, you know what? Why don't you go take a load off? You, go. Hey, get your stuff, get your bags, get your book. Stop the printing. Stop the printing. Stop the presses right now. Yeah, everyone, go home. Go home now. Hey, you guys, go home, all right? Go home. All right, you, come with me. Come with me. Hey, brother, don't be scared, man. We're brothers, okay? You have the keys? The keys to this door? Yeah? Give me the fucking keys, man. Get out of here now. Get a fucking real job. Fucking kid. Well. Good evening, gentlemen.
If you learn what the Bible really teaches, you know true religion versus false.
You wouldn't consider this propaganda right here?
They call me the wicked.
Kingdom of the Cults, have you ever read that? Because all of it's propaganda. If you learn what the Bible really teaches, you know true religion. Yeah, because all of it's propaganda. Information.
And I don't mean to criticize or mess up the pattern, but I thought you should know that your God does matter. He's patterned after Jehovah, the planet of Saturn, the keeper of time, the jealous sovereign. And he eats you alive, then you gradually die. And he's promised you the world, so you gave him your life. Now you pray, say his name, and you don't know why. You're just really going off someone else's advice. If you bungee off a bridge, you best check the rope twice. You call for world government, it's all in your literature. We must be just what? Looking at pictures. Don't look at those pictures close, cause you ain't in there. You're never quite saved, cause you're always working to prove to those watching to prove you're worthy. It's the promise to never dig, do any researching. And now those antidepressants are barely even working. You preach Jesus' kingdom is actually earthly. Then you find you're in the kingdom and he's never returning. Then they gave you a presentation to start rehearsing. You need a bottle in case you get thirsty. You're out in service trying to muster the nerve to talk to the worldly. That's just another way of saying outside people are dirty.
Maybe I'm wicked.
What is wicked? She said, well, wicked is when you have the knowledge of good, but you still do bad, or you speak bad.
They call me the wicked.
See, when you have the good knowledge, and you present it wrong.
Maybe I'm wicked.
Back from the dark paradise where it's scary, where the knowledge is lacking, but their faith is heavy, where they tighten the borders, so we breach the levees. I had a talk with a widow right before she passed, told me the truth, and gave me questions to ask, told me to speak the truth, and watch the titans clash. Don't waste your life, and at the end want back, learn your angles, and plan the attack. This is the battle of Warwick, we're the angels in black. It's the battle of Warwick, it's your mind in a trap.
Call me the wicked.
I thought, what better thing to do, right? If that's what she wants me to do, you know what? I got a question for you.
What do you call that?
Okay, so here's your...
Would that be a false prophecy?
We're here interested in talking to people that are interested. You are not interested.
I'm not.
Let's take a walk down memory lane, check some artifacts, see who's to blame. Look into some names and the strange connection with the federal bank between the almighty Rothschilds and Russell the Great. A little history lesson on how they relate and the questions that lead to answers to suffer debate. Like if we're all created equal, what's the chosen race? And was Russell a Zionist? Speaking of change, research for answers. They'll lie to your face, or they'll lead you down a rabbit hole that leads to no place. Now the seed's been planted, you need some water to grow. So the next time you speak, you be the wizard who knows. And you can send those simpletons down the yellow brick road. And you can send those simpletons down the yellow brick road.
Go away.
What was that?
that?
Being nice. Go away.
Maybe I'm wicked.
Who's not being nice when somebody says go away? All right.
You're trying to slander us.
Slander you?
Well, maybe I'm wicked.
They call me the wicked.
Huh?
You are not interested.
I'm not.
Okay, so then don't talk to
I'm
us.
witnessing. I'm witnessing to you.
You haven't taught us anything.
I taught you the Stephanie Fessler case, and I can teach you the Australian Royal Commission. Have you heard of it?
Is that trying to slander the apostles and all the disciples taught?
The fruit, you can tell God's people by the fruitage of the Spirit.
Exactly.
And so
You're trying
the
to
Australian Royal
slander us.
Commission uncovered, just in Australia alone, 2,000 victims of pedophiles.
Okay, go away.
And-
You're trying to slander us.
Mom and Dad saw that they needed to be loyal, just like Aaron. They loved me and wanted me to come back to Jehovah. I tried to contact them. I just wanted to talk and to hear their voice. I missed being with my family. And they thought about reaching out to me. But they knew that if they had associated with me, even a little, just to check on me, that small dose of association might have satisfied me.
I spent my whole life trying to satisfy you, but you lied to me. I spent my whole life trying to satisfy
Dad saw that
you.
they needed to be loyal.
You can always tell it's Jehovah cause he gives you no quarter. And you look for a safe space cause he gave you an order. Me and my dad's disagreement for years has always been the same. He's trying to get me to the meetings and my head just aches. Cause I hear the boundaries in his voice, we can't talk straight. So I'm trying not to cuss like we're talking in public. Cause I could say the wrong thing and have his heartbeat erupted. It's got my dad living in fear of the wrong discussion. Hey, I know you blur the lines, you skirt rules if you wanna. Your whole body a veil of friends, a bunch of piranhas. And you encouraged your 13-year-old to walk in the water. Where you get a crush on a girl, gotta stand before Congress. You put your son through the fire, taught him how to make judgments. A time is coming suddenly, we won't need money. Imagine yourself 15, thinking of nothing. Then you told me the world's deceived, they're not this lucky. Yeah, right.
Mom and Dad saw that they needed to be loyal, just like Aaron. They loved me and wanted me to come back to Jehovah. Mom and Dad saw that they needed to be loyal, just like Aaron. They loved me and wanted me to come back to Jehovah.
The last time that I saw you, it wasn't that great. I told you that I stopped by on a bathroom break. You know that excuse that I used to be blessed by your grace. We both knew that I was lying.
You know I'm lying. I just wanted to see you.
But I wanted to see you. I thought you'd relate. Little did I know that this is something that you hate.
I tried to contact them.
You seem a little irritated, Mom. What's wrong? You spoke of Dad and my back started to ache.
Just wanted to
Little mixed up by the signals you've been sending me lately. Hey, you just called me yesterday. Should've known it was crazy, but strangely, I chose to ignore the feelings that plague me. It's been affecting me greatly.
Come on, Mom.
The way that you approached it was hella inappropriate.
You all right?
Told me it'd be better if I stopped by without him knowing it. Knowing we're blowing it. She's concerned but ain't showing it.
Don't even worry about him. Look at him, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't even...
My whole life trying to satisfy you,
just like Aaron. They loved me and wanted me to come back to Jehovah. Mom and Dad saw that they needed to be loyal, just like Aaron. They loved me and wanted me to come back to Jehovah.
Now imagine both your parents confirm the assumption. Your whole outlook on the world, well, it may look ugly. Both parents were trying to pioneer, they didn't even want me. But Jehovah doesn't make mistakes, so maybe it's fate. Wait, we'll teach him the truth, we'll raise him this way. Son, Armageddon's coming, it's the last of days. You only got one option, completely obey. Your whole outlook now should be how to get on stage. Counting down your time and how much you placed. These people, they need to know you mean what you say. Put your comment in your own words, inculcate. Let the Watchtower demonstration sink in, we'll try it Saturday. You can't forget to ask, don't forget to say it. Try and ask the householder to please donate. You know Jehovah, the God of armies, he's purchased the ink. Yeah, he's got a printing press he owns in New York City. Hold up.
Mom and Dad saw that they needed to be loyal, just like Aaron. They loved me and wanted me to come back to Jehovah. Mom and Dad saw that they needed to be loyal, just like Aaron. My family missed me so much, even after all I had done.
Happy's focused in the background, knowing it's a touchy situation and no one wants you around. I know I've been the talk of your town, but I can't ignore this new truth I found. But my mom still don't want me around. It's killing her inside, but that holy God honor is so profound. The truth has a different sound.
Dad saw that they needed to be
I love
loyal.
my moms, but she gon' still think I'm disrespecting. I guess it's time to stop stressing. Go ahead and teach that lesson, 'cause I'm confident in my direction.
It was the Bible account of Aaron. Jehovah directly judged 2 of Aaron's sons and put them to death. In this case, Jehovah asked Aaron and his family not to mourn, in order to show the entire nation that they supported Jehovah's judgment.